Barstool Sports. Titus Brandon Walker. Mostly Sports.
Heyo, welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I am Mark Titus. Brandon Walker is out with sunburn. He was sunning his perineum, is the story he told us, over vacation. He was down on the beaches of Floribama. Is that a real term for that area?
Yeah.
Or did he make that up?
No, that's real.
They call it Floribama?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was in Floribama. He, as longtime viewers of the show might remember, he has had some problems with his anal glands, and his doctor recommended he sun his perineum. He went a little overboard, got too much sun on his asshole, and he's going to be out. So he's not here today. But the show goes on. It is episode 200. We are brought to you by Jägermeister. I am Mark Titus. Like I said, Brandon is out. It is Monday, July 8th. We are live from Chicago, and we want to talk to you about Jägermeister. What was that clap you did? Did you just do a little?
I was going to do a full clap for 200, and then you got right into Jägermeister. I was okay. I'll pause.
But you did like this, didn't you?
I do because I
you went to clap. I said episode 200, and you went.
I was timid because I didn't know if you were getting into the ad or if we should pause for a second. But I think 200 is a big fucking deal, so we should clap it up.
It's good to be back. Let's talk about Jägermeister. 0 degrees Fahrenheit, ice cold shots. Boy, it's getting hot out, isn't it? July. It's just. One way to cool down is my headphones are loud. One way to cool down: ice cold shots, 0 degrees Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. That's it. That's all we want to tell you. Wherever you're out, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar, maybe you're doing all the sports stuff or just mostly sports stuff, call the shots. Cheers the frosty 0 degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. Damn, that's cold. And remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister, the Court, 35% alcohol by volume. Imported by Mass Jägermeister, U.S. White Plains, New York. What's up, everybody? How was break? How was break? Let's go around the room, do a break recap.
Oh, we should wait for yours last.
Yeah, I should go last.
Yeah.
I should go last. I went to Casa Bonita.
Ebo?
I went to Casa Bonita.
I was in New York in the Hamptons.
You were in the Hamptons?
Yeah, I was right down the street from the white party.
You were at the white party?
I walked up to where the security guard was for the white party.
No shit.
On the beach, yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What they don't tell you, Michael Rubin's house is not even the nicest one on that block. He's got like the third nicest house.
I would believe that.
Yeah.
I would imagine there's some insane houses on that stretch.
There's one that looks like a resort on that road. It's absolutely insane.
There's always they say that there's always a bigger house and there's always a bigger boat, but is there one house that there's the guy who owns that house is like, no, there's not a bigger house. It's this one. Like, that's what they say about like boats and harbors. They're like, no matter how big your yacht is, someone out there's got a bigger one. I'm like, well, somebody's got to have the biggest boat, right?
Yeah.
So there's probably one guy in the Hamptons like, no, suck my dick. I got the biggest house. And it's not Michael Rubin, I guess.
It looks like the Astana Nurul Iman Palace.
Okay.
In Brunei is the biggest house in the world, worth $500 million.
Okay.
That's not that much. I would expect more. $500 million is there are houses in California. Is that the most expensive or the biggest?
Looks like the biggest. 2.15 million square feet. And features over 1,700 rooms, including 257 bathrooms.
That's too many rooms.
That's
too much house.
Look up the house in L.A. It's called The One, I think. I think it's just called The One.
Oh.
So, you know what I'm talking about? You've seen, like, Instagram fucking...
no one actually like lives there, right?
105,000 square feet.
How much do they try to sell that one for?
The one house listing.
The mansion for $500 million, yeah. Or he tried to sell it.
295.
They sold it for 126.
Oh my!
He wanted $500 million for it. He got 100. Damn.
That was one thing I noticed. Like looking at some of those houses, I was like, "You don't need all that house." Like at a certain point, it becomes like at a certain point, like a big house becomes inconvenient because you're like, you got a kitchen, and then it's like, all right, your kitchen is like a football field away from your living room, so it's like you want to get snacks, you got to get up and go to your living room. Like it's not worth it.
Yeah. Young guys, talk to me about the white party. How long has this been going on? I've known of it for a few years. How long do you guys think it's been going on? How long? When did this first pop up on your radar? If you had to guess, like when was the first one
post-COVID. It didn't exist before COVID.
Yeah. Okay. Because that makes me feel better because I feel like this is only a couple years. It felt like from where I'm sitting, a lot of reaction to the white party this year was like, this is actually just sad. Like the first couple years was like, damn, that's fucking tight. Look at all these famous and rich people hanging out together. And it felt like this year the tides changed and everyone was like, look at all these fucking bozos with nothing. Like imagine being so rich and famous that you could own the world, and on July 4th you go to this dork's house and toss a football around on the beach, and you neglect your family and you neglect the yacht you could be renting right now to just go hang out with all these other people and wear white. And like it felt like most people were like, this is stupid now. Is that a fair assessment? Is that how the young guys feel?
I think that's a shift of like what we've been talking about before in the show, where like monoculture is dying, where it's like celebrities aren't necessarily as cool to the average person as maybe they used to be. They're maybe more exhausting to the average person.
Yeah.
Like we used to get up for award shows and like we would think like these galas were very cool, but now it's like
that is true.
Give me a fucking break, dude. We get it. You're rich as fuck.
Yeah.
That is true.
The whole fascination from Ruben to like want to get, it's like Great Gatsby. Like, oh, I just want to get like everybody to, I don't know. I guess it's cool.
He's like, it's not authentic.
At some point,
it's like very obviously like he's like a collector or something. He's
Yeah.
trying to collect famous people to hang out with.
At some point, it's got to end.
But also,
do you think Fanatics just fucking up all the jerseys and all the merch has ruined the white party? Where like maybe like the first year of it, we thought it was cool or like didn't really care as much because we didn't know who Michael Rubin really was, and now we see his face and we're like, fuck you, dude, you ruined baseball jerseys.
Yeah.
You ruined all the merch. I hate this guy.
Have you looked up his net worth?
His net worth?
Yeah.
No, let me guess so. CelebrityNetworth.com is the only source I trust on this. What is it, like 1.3?
I think way more.
Way more?
Yeah, way more.
11.5?
Yep. Which I always I compare everything to Star Wars. George Lucas created Star Wars. He's only worth about 5.
He's worth over 2 George Lucases?
Yes.
So you're asking me, would I rather have 2 and change George Lucas contributions to the world or 1 Michael Rubin contribution to the world? I mean, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's an Albatross contract for Michael Rubin. Who's paying him $11.5 billion? That's crazy. And his thing is just the Fanatic shit? Like, is that what he's...
I believe he's like a serial entrepreneur, is my understanding,
Yeah.
where he like kind of picks up businesses and stuff.
I literally didn't know anything about this guy until the White Party and then Fanatics. Those are the 2 things I know about him.
Did you see any celebs there or no?
None on the beach because I was there in like the middle of the day and I was there from like noon to sunset, but so like no one was there yet, but there were like blacked out Cadillacs like all over the place. Like you couldn't see the driver type window tint. Like it was crazy.
I like that.
What do you think they do at this party?
That's my.
What are they
biggest thing.
doing?
Like the video recap that they always put out is like the weirdest vibe. It's like people dancing too far apart from each other.
Yeah.
Nobody has drinks in their hands, and then like Lil Wayne raps. It's like it feels like a fake. It feels like a fake party.
You can't pose for Instagram for like 5 straight hours. Like at some point you have to like actually do something at the party other than just like, just posing with different. Maybe not. Maybe that's the entire party. Is you just like bounce around and celebrities get together that haven't met before, and they just take a picture and post it. I guess, and that's what they do for 5 straight hours.
I think I was spying a little bit. I think he had one of those areas that was like turfed walls, and it had one of those those cameras that go like 360 around you. So maybe people were just taking turn on that for like 5 hours.
They're making TikToks there now.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like I guess he feels inclined to invite like internet people, like Aiden Ross and Livy Dunn went to this. Like,
weird ass clients. Mo Bamba's invited. Grant Williams is invited.
Grant Williams getting the invite.
Grant Williams just showing up every year.
They're
So
just
funny.
standing. Everyone's just standing.
Everyone's standing.
Tobey Maguire, by the way, left with a 20-year-old, and he's 50. So that's interesting.
Yeah, not a drink in sight.
Right,
Not a. Well, there's some, I guess. Not a label in sight. Like there's no.
Fun.
Like they're very much conscious about like don't show your beer label or whatever. Like don't show any labels.
Also, the production value of this video this year there was a decrease since last year. Not as good editing.
Having said all that, Connor Griffin, you're invited to this. Do you go?
100%. Just to check it out.
What's your move at this party?
Mingle, dude. I'll talk to anybody. I don't care.
I think you go for the dap up and be like, "Oh yeah, do you remember me from blank?"
Yeah.
You try that move on everybody. Be like, "It's good to see you again."
Yeah. Camilla Cabello and Drew looked like they were having a good time.
Yeah, that looks a little more fun. We're getting closer to a fun.
Was that Stallion?
I think John Summit did a set here.
Michael Rubin also definitely practices dancing in front of the mirror before this party to make sure he looks cool.
Oh my god!
Like every clip of him, he's like dead eyeing the camera, like he knows he's getting filmed. It looks cool. I don't know if it looks fun.
It looks cool only because those people are famous. Like if that was like a frat at some like SEC school and they're like, holy fucking shit, dude. Rush Week was off the chain this year.
they put out and
they put out this video of everyone like standing around and just dancing like that. You'd be like, these guys are fucking losers.
That isn't like an Alpha Phi Rush video from like 2012. Yeah. Like that's every sorority Rush.
So like
video.
the only thing that makes that cool is that the people are famous, which I guess does help, and that's not that matters, I guess. But like as a party, it doesn't look that fun.
They need to run across the beach with like sparklers and shit in slow motion. Man, that would be good. That would make for a good video.
Yeah.
Was
making a sandcastle?
Yeah.
They needed to invite the Oilers girl to just like flash her tits, just get the party going that way.
Was that all right? So the white party, the Tom Brady to DeMar Hamlin, that was a pass to DeMar Hamlin, correct? Did you see this?
No, I didn't see this clip. I saw you put it on the sheet.
Tom Brady threw an interception. They were playing sand football on the beach, and DeMar Hamlin picks off Tom Brady. This feels...
DeMar Hamlin being there is crazy.
How does he jump this route?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was... So you're saying this was all...
Yeah, DeMar Hamlin was on
offense.
offense.
All scripted.
Yeah, DeMar Hamlin, yeah, it's always.
This is... Yeah, DeMar Hamlin didn't win Comeback Player of the Year, but I got something better than Comeback Player of the Year. You're going to intercept Tom Brady at the white party. Yeah, people go crazy for those clips of the pickup football game, too, on the beach. And it's like, that's not – they're just dudes tossing the ball around. That's not like – they're like, imagine being a part of this pickup football game. And I'm like, I probably can because it's not too dissimilar to, like, anyone else just throwing – like, that's not football. They're just throwing a football around. But they make it seem like it's, like, the greatest collection of football talent you've ever seen playing an actual football game. They're just fucking around on a beach. I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater, but this year for the first time it feels like that's the consensus opinion is like be a hater about the white party. So that's nice. But anyway, Ebo, you were there. That's cool, man.
Yeah,
that's cool that you. How do you go to the Hamptons if you're not? Are you fucking rich? Are you?
No.
Are you?
My girlfriend's family.
Just thought about this. Like, are you?
No.
Are you fucking loaded and you're hiding from this?
I've been getting exposed to the levels of Hampton Rich, and there are some shocking things. I drove past a 15-year-old in a Rolls Royce the other day, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this place is different.
Yeah. When I was growing up, the rich kids had the houses that had rooms that like were just extra rooms. I was like, holy shit, dude, you're loaded. Like it'd be like a 5-bedroom house and they'd only have like 2 kids or something. And they're like, yeah, in this room, we just kind of like keep our toys and our PlayStation. I'm like, holy fucking shit. I've never seen so much money.
You walk into the basement, there's like a carpet in it. It's like gigantic basement.
Yeah,
that was rich.
That was rich. Yeah.
Pool table.
3-car garages. Rich.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, you have a space for a car that you don't even use. It's just like extra space in the car. Oh my God. And then you go to a place like the Hamptons and you realize there are levels to this. What'd you do, Connor?
Great question. I went to my hometown in Pennsylvania. Shout out Montgomery County. And I was just working for a little bit. I saw my mother. Was staying with her.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Anyway, so I was just seeing family and friends. Went to Wawa a bunch. And then I went down to the Jersey Shore for the 4th. And I was in Atlantic City. And I was at a Dom Dalla concert. I don't know if
oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Dom Dalla. I really was not before I went to this concert, but a bunch of my friends are like big EDM house party type of people. And yeah, it was a pool party by a casino in Atlantic City. Not my scene at all.
Who's Dom Dalla?
He's a DJ.
Yeah.
And I'm not
okay.
Makes house music.
All right.
This is like something that I've never gotten into because I'm like, if I'm at a concert, I want to sing along to lyrics. I like seeing people perform. With a DJ, like there really aren't a whole lot of lyrics, and he's just up there like at a turntable. I'm like, I guess he's doing a great job. But I don't know. But anyway, so my course of action was I'm gonna try not blackout, but I'm going to try and get extremely drunk and just see what happens. And that's exactly what happened. And it was a great fucking time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was,
Dom Dollar.
that's when I tweeted I was going to take my shirt off, and I did. And it was glorious. So
What? This happened? You
Yeah,
tweeted you were taking your shirt off?
I tweeted out I was going to take my shirt off on the 4th because I had started to.
I gotta see this tweet now. I must have missed this. I mean, I was busy. I was off Twitter for a little while. I didn't realize you were just firing off. I'm gonna take my shirt off tweets.
I was getting Star Spangled Hammered down the 4th of July. It was so good.
All
anyway,
right.
that was
Down at the Jersey Shore today, I am totally gonna.
there we go.
You were shit faced drunk, and that's what you came up with.
At this point, I wasn't bad. This was on the party.
You're like, I'm gonna throw caution to the wind. Fuck it. I probably shouldn't tweet. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I've had so much to drink. I'm feeling so good.
No.
I'm gonna do it. And then that was the tweet you came up with.
This was at the party. This was on the party bus over to the concert, and vibes are high. And I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna take my shirt off today. It was a pool party, but anyway, so that was fun. But I did genuinely, and I tweeted this last night. I missed Chicago big time. Like I obviously was having a great time seeing family and friends, but the summertime in Chicago, I was checking the weather on my phone. It was like 95 degrees in the Philly suburbs. It was like 75 here and sunny and gorgeous. Like I really want to get back to Chicago. And there was all the fun stuff going on with NASCAR and everything. So I'm very glad to be back in Chicago. Very glad to be
Summers in Chicago are awesome, but I hate how much people that live here talk about how summers in Chicago are awesome.
Yeah.
One, because I think people that don't live here, it makes them hate us. And I've lived here almost a full year now, so I'm going to count myself as a local at this point. But one, I think it makes people that don't live here be like, shut the you think you're the only place with sun and baseball games and hot dogs and shit? Shut up. But also it gives me FOMO. If you just living here and then hearing everybody be like, oh my God, summer in Chicago. Folks, we only have like 3 good months. You have to get out there. You must. If you are not right now at a Cubs game and also on a boat in Lake Michigan and also hitting up all the parks and also like going to every fucking awesome restaurant in this city and just fucking day drinking on a patio somewhere. And if you're not doing all that today, right now, at the exact same time, you should kill yourself. You should like that's the feeling, and I don't like that. That gives me anxiety thinking about that. So that's just my opinion. But it is awesome. I mean, it is this city is awesome. But I have the same thing you had. Like I was in Colorado having the time of my life, but then I was also like, I come back, I bump into Hank at the NASCAR race yesterday. I was like, what'd you do? And he just smiles and he's like, dude, Chicago in the summer, it was so awesome this week. And he's just going on and on about what he was up to. And I was like, damn, dude, did I screw this up? You only get so many great weeks in this city, and I blew one by leaving. So, but you were taking your shirt off at the Jersey Shore, dude. That's a pretty good, it's a pretty good consolation.
Didn't get sunburn, which was nice. So,
TJ, are you wearing a jersey?
Yeah.
Are you?
I had like flight issues last night, so my laundry situated. All my suitcases outside. It's all fucked up. That's all I have.
What team is that?
Is that an Arian?
Yeah, Texans.
Oh, it's the Texans. Okay.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Is there a correlation to what you were talking to me?
What's up, brother?
You went back east?
Yeah, I did. I was in New York, New Jersey for the week. Met my new niece. Oh, there's Brandon's chair. Met my new niece.
Nice.
My cousin's kid. I don't have siblings, so I guess I don't have nieces, but my cousin's kid.
Are you calling yourself Uncle TJ to the kid? Like when the kid's like 4 years old, are you gonna be like?
Probably. Yeah,
Uncle
I think
TJ
I have fun
something?
uncle qualities.
Yeah.
Unk.
Yeah.
No, you cannot be Unk.
Chad, am I Unk?
Wait a second. Did I just Unk on him?
Yeah. And then I fought with American Airlines for 10 hours last night.
It's crazy.
Now I'm back.
We had a legendary meetup last night.
Yeah. Crazy link at Terminal A.
How'd that come about? That's what I text you guys. It's like my worlds were colliding. It was like Ebo from that one show on Barstool and TJ from that one show on Barstool.
Brother, I did not have that on my bingo card this year.
Yeah, holy shit.
2 big R's in the airport.
Yeah, you guys were thinking you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever, and you did. Yeah. And there it is. You did it.
That was so fun to see go down in the group chat too. Like, yeah, I'm stranded oh wait, I'm stranded too. Where are you? Newark? What airline? What? And then you guys just met up and it was great. It was lovely.
So fun.
Yeah.
I had my first gin martini last night, dirty gin martini last night, waiting for a flight.
I think I'm in on gin.
What you had your first martini?
Gin martini.
Your gin martini. So you've had vodka martini.
Yeah, I've had like espresso martinis. So those don't count.
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
those don't count.
You ever had a French 75?
No.
I think that's my drink of choice. Champagne, gin, lemon juice.
Or you're a gin guy now.
Yeah.
All right.
Went to the Hamptons.
Right there.
Goes to the Hamptons. It's like I had a martini. I guess I'm high class. Did I just fuck around and become high class? I was a few houses away from the white party, and I had one martini, and now here I am. I went to Colorado. I went to Casa Bonita. I bought the T-shirt.
It's a sick T-shirt, by the way.
So a little background on how this came about. Casa Bonita, I'm a South Park guy through and through. It's my favorite show ever. When Trey and Matt bought Casa Bonita, first of all, I didn't realize Casa Bonita was a real place. Did you guys know that before they bought it?
I think I did just because I was so hyper obsessed with South Park that I looked it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was never a big South Park fan, so I had no idea until you went what this was.
Oh.
I was learning of it all.
Oh, okay. All right. So South Park had an episode, this was like 20 years ago, a Casa Bonita episode where Cartman kidnaps Butters, who is got a lot of Connor Griffin qualities, and I didn't realize that until people pointed this out. So I went to Casa Bonita, and then people were like, is Connor Butters? And I was like, holy shit. Yeah,
I know.
I think he is.
I know the characters, so I get that reference. Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, Connor is Butters. Butters gets invited to the birthday party at Casa Bonita. Cartman gets squeezed out, so he kidnaps Butters, throws him in a bomb shelter, so he gets the fourth spot, the Casa Bonita. Yada yada. This is like an episode at South Park that I remember well when I was in high school. I was like, that's funny premise. The whole time I thought Trey and Matt just came up with the idea of a place called Casa Bonita, that they were cliff divers and they were sopapillas and there was like all sorts of wild shit, and I was like, this is crazy that these guys must have done mushrooms and then just come up with an idea of like where Cartman would want to go, and this was just all fictional, right? Mm-hmm. So then throughout the run of South Park, there are a few references after that to Casa Bonita. I think they go back to Casa Bonita in a couple episodes maybe. I bought the video game, one of the South Park video games. It's like a Casa Bonita level. I just thought it was like a figment of the South Park creators' imagination. And then I started dating my girlfriend who's from Boulder, and she at one point I was watching South Park, and I was like, you guys probably fucking love this show. And she's like, honestly, kind of, I guess. I don't know. And I was like, how could you be from Colorado and not love South Park? And then the Casa Bonita episode comes on like a rerun one time, and I pointed out how funny this was, that they came up with this. She was like, oh, this is a real place. I lost my mind. I was like, Casa Bonita is a real place? She's like, yeah, the food's terrible. It's kind of a shithole, but like, yeah, it was a thing. Like growing up, we would go to birthday parties at Casa Bonita. So I go crazy. I become obsessed with the idea that this place was real. I look it up, and like, it's a shithole. It's failing. Everything sucks. She's basically like, do not go there under any circumstances. COVID hits, and they close the place down. Matt and Trey buy it, and then it comes on my radar that like, I got to do whatever I can to get to Casa Bonita. When they reopen it, it's like a wait list only situation right now. So the second they take signups for the wait list, I register. I send in all my information. And I'm like, let me know when I can get in. It just so happened that like my window to get tickets was the window that we were going back to Colorado for the 4th. That's so awesome. Like the stars aligned. I was like, holy shit. I bought as many tickets as I could possibly get. And on July 2nd, I went to Casa Bonita. And here's my review of Casa Bonita. You pull, first of all, it's in a strip mall. It's right next to a Dollar Tree and a laundromat, which is incredible. It's fucking incredible. You're looking at everything else around, and you're like, am I even in the right place? And then you look over and you see this big pink castle with a water fountain in a strip mall. You're like, yeah, I mean, this has to be Casa Bonita. They have a bunch of metal detectors outside. When I got the tickets, you prepay for the tickets. So I paid like $400 for like all the tickets. Again, I thought I was going to a restaurant. They were like, no, you have to buy your tickets now. And I was like, what are the tickets for? I thought this is just a restaurant. Like I thought I'm going to get food and I'll pay for the check. They're like, no. You buy a ticket to get in. So then I'm like, am I going to have to pay for food once I get there? You don't. As it turns out, you don't. But I was worried about that. But the fact that you have to buy the tickets and then you go through security to get into the restaurant, I was like, this is already not what I expected. This is already a little confusing as to what we're dealing with. So we go through there's like a long line to get in. You show your tickets. You go through security. And then some lady comes and is like, I think we had 8 in our party. And she's like, right this way, Mr. Titus. I'll lead you to your table. And we walk through. My favorite part of the entire night was we walked through what I can only describe as a maze of hallways. And the fact that like it wasn't just like you walk into the door and there's the restaurant, and that there was like a maze, it just led to the anticipation where I was like, what the hell am I going to see? And you come out of the maze and there's a mariachi band on your left and there are cliff divers on the right. And there's like a Cartman statue over here. And I lost my fucking mind. And I was like, this place, I cannot believe this place is real. I texted that night I texted all of you what I had experienced. There was, at one point, I'm watching a puppet show where there's a talking taco is doing a puppet show. There's obviously a guy working the puppet, but the taco is the host of the show. And my understanding was that like Casa Bonita was for kids. The taco comes out, and the whole premise of the puppet show was that this is all the food items that used to be on the menu but have been taken off the menu because of the new ownership. It's like all the shitty food. So this taco comes out and he's like, I'm the host of your puppet show tonight. How's everybody feeling? The place claps and he's like, I used to be on the menu. I'm not anymore. And he goes, you know who else doesn't like tacos? And then everyone just sits there and he goes, my ex-wife. And I was like, I was laughing, but I was also like, who is the audience for this? I guess it's not like a kid's. The like every other puppet was like another food item. As all this is going on and as they're doing like scene changes with a puppet show, there's like a talking tree. I turn around, you could pay like $1.50 to have a bird, a fucking parrot tell you your fortune. There's a guy doing caricature, or the caricature artist is sitting over here. You have the cliff divers. Meanwhile, there's an announcement. Trey does all the announcements, and he's like, in 5 minutes, we're doing a magic show. You don't want to miss it. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to miss that. I go watch a magic show where we're in there for like 15 minutes. I think it was a woman magician. I think she did one magic trick the whole time, and she was doing like fake magic tricks. One time she sticks like a sword through her tongue, but like she very obviously had a fake tongue, and then she takes off the fake tongue and she's like, here's how I did that trick. And I was like, what am I watching right now? I don't know. It really felt like I was on acid or something. That's the only way I would describe it, is that like I said I cannot believe this place is real like 1,000 times. The food I was told going in that the food was shit. It was replacement level food. Like it was edible. It was nothing that like if I would never recommend going there for the food, but it was definitely, if I didn't know that the food was bad, I wouldn't have thought the food was that bad. But like everybody before you go, everybody's like the food is shit, but the rest of the stuff is awesome. So then like I kind of went into it. I was like, yeah, the food's not great. But had I not like been pre-conditioned to believe that the food was shit, I probably wouldn't even noticed. It was just whatever Mexican food. Then they have like the flag that you put up when you want your sopapillas, and they just bring like unlimited sopapillas, which is just basically fried dough with honey on it. I ate 4 of them. I could have done more, but I felt like there were a lot of people at the table, and you know they brought out like small portions, and then they go away real fast. But I could have sat there all day and just ate sopapillas. It was fucking crazy. It was wild. The people were walking around with like elaborate balloon contraptions on their head. Never saw the balloon artist. Apparently he was there. There's a haunted cave, Black Bard's cave, where you just like walk through and it's like just like skeletons and spooky music and stuff. And again, this is a Mexican restaurant. I'm just like, where am I? We were there for like 3 hours, and then they were closing the place down, and they kicked us out. And I still feel like I never saw the arcade. There's an arcade there. It was crazy. I can't recommend it enough. I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars at the merch store, which leads me to this point.
Uh-oh.
Ebo, you were very jealous. You were the guy. You're the biggest South Park fan on the show, right? Do I have this correct?
Yeah.
You were very upset that I was at Casa Bonita. So I got you this from the merch.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's an awesome shirt.
I got you a Casa Bonita shirt, and I made sure to get a big medium. Because I know you wear a big medium.
Yeah, I'm a big medium.
You're big, not a small medium. I grabbed a medium, and I was like, are these big or small?
Thank you, Titus.
These are big. Connor, I got you something.
Uh-oh.
I got you a Casa Bonita prayer candle.
Nice.
This had your name all over it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why does that exist?
Yeah. This is for Connor. Oh, and I got you this too, Connor. Wait. Shit, did I grab it? Yeah. I got you a pepper pen, Connor. It's a Casa Bonita red pepper. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Little something for you.
Good handshake.
TJ, I got you. We're just Casa Bonita'd out here. This is my favorite one, TJ. But I don't know. I seriously, everything I bought, I was like, this is definitely for TJ. This is definitely for Connor. I have no idea why. I don't know why the prayer candle said Connor to me, but this said TJ to me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Teach.
Casa Bonita snow globe.
I have maybe 100 snow globes on my bookshelf in my childhood bedroom. Yeah.
Are you serious?
From every destination anyone in my life ever went to, they got me a snow globe.
Wow.
I swear to God.
Wait, what?
I have a massive snow globe.
I need that
collection.
picture now.
So I saw a snow globe at Casa Bonita, and I said to myself, that has TJ Hitching's name all over it.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that every single person in your life has said the exact same thing
I have
throughout the course of your life?
probably 50 to 70 on a shelf in my bed.
All right, well, there you go. There's the
That
Casa
rocks.
Bonita snow globe. Dude, great snow globe. It's good handshake. And then I got Brandon something, but he's not here, so.
Yeah, what was the merch store like? Was it massive or?
It was pretty big, yeah. They had everything you could possibly think of, like snow globes and prayer candles. But yeah, I recommend it. If you're a South Park fan, Casa Bonita was.
We gotta get a live show in.
Was
there.
we should do a live show.
But we have to one of us has to be buried
And one of us.
because only 4 of us
Live?
can go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, one of us has to go to the bomb shelter. Yeah, I want to go back. I want to go back right now. It was like Big Cat and I went to the Sphere and went to the Dead and Company show, and then that's all he would talk about afterwards, and me too. But like every time I saw him for like the week after we went, he'd just be like, "Dude, we gotta go back to the Sphere." Like, that's me with Casa Bonita. The second we left, I was like, "How can I get back here? I don't even want to eat the food. I just want to go and like watch guys jumping off of cliffs and shit."
What was the selfie that you took with? Was it a gorilla? What was?
Oh, forgot about the gorilla mascot. Yeah.
I was trying
Dude,
to figure out what this was. I didn't think it was a gorilla. I didn't know what it was.
No, it's a man bear pig, I think.
A man bear.
That is man. Yeah, that is man bear pig.
Oh, so it wasn't a selfie.
No, I think it used to be hold on, am I an old man? Did I leave the crop on the?
Yeah.
I was trying to crop out the. Oh shit, that's bad. I was cropping out obviously the person on the right. Yeah, it's supposed to be a gorilla. That's not a gorilla. That's
No.
just not a gorilla. That's a man bear pig. That's a South Park. Ebo, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a man bear pig?
It
Not a
looks
gorilla?
Do you know what man bear pig is, Connor?
I've heard of it before. Doesn't somebody here have like a Twitter burner?
That would be me.
That was it. Anyway, so I've seen that around, but I didn't know anything else about it.
Man bear pig is real. He does come out and he does eventually show up.
Okay.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched South Park. Man bear pig is real.
He does, yeah. He fucks everything up, yeah.
Dude.
These
Yeah.
are my snow globes.
Holy
This is
shit!
like the junk drawer or
nice. What is the tits one right there?
Aruba. Show your boobs.
Show your boobs, Aruba. Hell yeah.
my ticket collection. This is me in Little League. This is my camp group when I was a camp counselor.
I love TJ.
Yeah.
That's from TJ Maxx catalog.
Dude, I cannot believe that I saw Snow Globe and you must have told me about this before.
I don't know.
What an insane coincidence that I would see of all the things at that store, and I was like, yeah, I got to get TJ a Snow Globe.
Thank you.
And you have all-
That's good intuition, if nothing else.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, Casa Bonita rules. If you're a South Park person, you should figure out a way to get there because it makes no fucking sense. It's a Mexican restaurant. It's apparently for kids, but also not. And I don't know how to explain it other than what I just said. All the shit that was there. It's just like, yeah. Of course, there's a bird that you could pay to tell your fortune. Why would there not be? Why would there not be at a Mexican restaurant? Everybody knows the mariachi band was actually very good. By the way, we should get a mariachi band for Mexican Star Wars.
So people are tweeting at me. Apparently, they cost a bag. Like,
Really?
they're expensive, but we'll figure it out. We'll start a.
Well, how many?
We'll start a GoFundMe.
We have a year to train people in the office to be
Yeah, why don't we just
Mariachi
get
band.
why don't we get Malasek to
Yeah.
he's the one that does the cultural music for us. He did,
Yeah.
like the Japanese national anthem.
The
and-
borderline offensive.
yeah, the borderline offensive musical numbers. How many guys in a mariachi band is a standard, would you say? 5, 6, 8, 15?
4?
No, I think 4.
How many pieces?
4?
Yeah. how many-
What's a standard mariachi band?
Standard mariachi.
Yeah, like could you have like a great symphony mariachi band? Like could I have like 90 people?
I
in a
felt like there
mariachi
were
band?
I felt like there were more than. Let me see. I took a picture of
A
them.
lot of
How
them
many were
look like they could just have
Casa
3.
Bonita? 4. It is
Oh.
just 4. Let me see how many Casa Bonita had. I snapped a pic.
I would like if we have a mariachi band for
They had
Connor to
5.
learn how to sing the song, because there's videos that go viral of like random white guys singing mariachi music all the time, and I feel like that's something Connor's voice plays into.
Right up my alley.
Dude,
I like that idea.
This mariachi band is like, it's 2 women playing. Hang on, let me send you this picture. I'm trying to make sense of this.
Yeah.
I sent it to the group. There's I'm just looking at pictures of Casa. I'm just go back. Cliff divers, dude. There's 2 women playing what look to be like violins or fiddles or shit, and then there's a guy playing a guitar, a woman playing a small guitar, and then a woman playing a jumbo guitar, and that seems to be the pieces of the mariachi band. I don't know.
You think that's a permanent gig for them? Like if somebody asks them, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm the mariachi
Yeah,
band at
I play
Casa Bonita."
I play the jumbo guitar at Casa Bonita. But yeah, that feels a little
that.
feels a little redundant, dude. All the guitars do the same thing? Probably not.
No,
If they did, they'd all be the same size.
That looks insane, by the way. That looks like an awesome place to spend an evening.
We should do a live show there.
Yeah.
All right, game time. Did you know that right now, actually, I should pull out the game time app and figure this out. You could probably get tickets very cheap to New York Yankees games because the Yankees stink now. The Yankees I want to talk about that.
Wow.
Dude, the Yankees Yankees absolutely suck. The Cubs suck too.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about that. We haven't really like done a serious baseball discussion. The Couch Boys, you guys are doing well.
Yeah.
Your teams the Phillies are banged up though, right?
Banged up, just had a disappointing series against the Braves, but we took 2 or 3 from the Cubs in Chicago, which was good.
Anyway, baseball's going on, and you can use Game Time to go to any baseball game you want, any other event you really want. Thanks to Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets to all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. They have flash deals for sudden discounts, zone deals for when you're feeling flexible, and their lowest price guarantee means if you can find the same seats for less anywhere else, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Game Time is the best place for last-minute seats with up to 60% off of your favorite events. What are you waiting for? Go to Game Time now. I got to get back to Wrigley. I'm excuse me, burping here. I'm in serious jeopardy of being labeled a fair weather fan. It's trending towards that. Like I was all about the Cubs at the start of the season. They started sucking. I haven't been to Wrigley in a little bit, and I think there might be a correlation to that, and I want to fix that. So I got to hit up Game Time and get to Wrigley because the haters are going to acknowledge that I only go when they're good.
I'm 2-0 at Wrigley this year.
Are you really?
Yeah. 2-0.
For the Cubs? For the Cubs or like the Orioles?
Go Cubs, go.
The Orioles haven't played yet at Wrigley.
No,
Sure,
we play this weekend, but it's in Baltimore.
I have yet to see a Cubs win at Wrigley.
Well, never go then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop going.
Yeah. Go Cubs, go isn't meant for you.
I want to see it bad, though. I think I'm 0 for 4.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get back. The Yankees suck, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what is going on. Every time I watch any moment of Yankees baseball, they're grounding into a double play. Every single time. It doesn't matter what side of the field they're on.
Even when they're in the field, they're
If I don't watch them Saturday night, they
They're-
won by 200 runs, I think. But if I watch them, they're grounding into a double play.
There's 2 outs and they're grounding in double
Right.
plays.
Yeah.
Their
They're
team's
finding new
still turning.
ways. I don't know. It's crazy. I guess, I mean,
Judge is still killing though.
yeah, midseason
Yeah.
slump happen. They'll do the thing where they fuck around and like sneak into the playoffs and then lose in the second round like they have the last 5 years in a row. But
Yeah.
whatever. Long season.
I'm trying to figure out how stupid I am as a baseball fan because I think I'm pretty fucking stupid. I think I'm like maybe one of the dumber baseball fans that exists in the world because the Cubs suck as I've said. And it's now dawning on me that when the trade deadline comes out, when is the trade deadline, Ebo? I feel like that's something.
July 31st, I believe.
Yeah. The Cubs are going to have to be sellers. You're either a buyer or a seller, right? Especially in baseball. Do I have this correct?
Yeah, you can buy, sell.
You can hold. Does anybody hold? I feel like nobody holds. Who holds? Give me four teams all time that have held. Give me examples. But no, it's trending towards the Cubs are just going to sell everybody because they suck, and the idea of them being a playoff contender is laughable at this point. And yet I find myself like kind of sad about that. Like I'm like, oh, don't sell those guys. I like these guys. But I don't like these guys. They suck, and they're very frustrating, but I'm a dumbass. It's like Cody Bellinger's been a disappointment this year, and he's going to get traded to the Yankees or something, and I'm going to be really sad about that. But then also I should be like, no, not sad. Like this is what the franchise needs. We need to hit a reset. But for some reason, I'm just the bozo that just like enjoys whatever slop is served up to me. And the Cubs, like if I watch you play in a Cubs uniform more than like 10 games, even if you suck, I'm like, there's something, I don't know. But remember that one home run he hit when I was there? And that's where the Cubs are trending is trading all their players, and that sucks. That's the worst thing about like a long baseball season is when you realize when it's early July and you realize it's just kind of over.
It's not going anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really tough when the Orioles went from like the 2014-2016 run with like they had a strong like team for those 3 years, and then it's all of a sudden just like Scope gone, Machado gone, Jones is gone, Markakis is gone.
But that's
Davis sucked.
That's what like the guys who are kind of good, you want them to. You're like, we suck, but at least we still have Manny Machado. At least that's still a reason to keep coming to the ballpark. And then, but the way baseball seems to work is like the second they can get rid of the assets there, because that's the thing too. Is like I don't mean to make it a whole Cubs discussion, but like the guys who are kind of good on the Cubs are the ones that are going to have value that they should trade. So even like the small silver linings of like that guy's kind of good, they're going to get rid of those guys because those are the guys that are tradable. The guys that suck ass are probably the guys that are going to stick around because nobody fucking wants them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. As it turns out, like I don't actually want to win a World Series every year. I just want the whole season I just want to be on the ride for the whole season. I don't want to hit bail in July because that just makes for a very long July, a very long August, a very long September. Yeah. Whatever. MLB the MLB All-Star rosters were announced, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw people freaking out about the how walk me through the selection process. Because who are we mad at? I know we're mad, but who are we mad at?
There's a mix. So you're mad at players and managers, and apparently now the commissioner's office can pick. Not now, but the commissioner's office can also pick All-Stars. Like Klay Holmes made the All-Star game as a commissioner selection, and he's been terrible. But Lindor has been snubbed 3 years in a row, pretty much. He's like the biggest snub.
Why is he getting snubbed? I feel like Francisco Lindor is a star. I feel like that's the exact kind of guy that they would want in the All-Star game. Is he a piece of shit or something that I don't know about? Is he do we need a Wikipedia controversy section deep dive on this guy? Like I feel like Francisco Lindor's awesome.
Yeah, he's been maybe one of the best defenders at shortstop for since he became a Met, but since he became a Met he has no hardware, no All-Stars. And he's the highest WAR pre-All-Star selection of any player the last 3 seasons besides Tommy Edman. So it's like he's by far the best player that's not making it 3 years in a row.
Makes you wonder, WAR, what is it even good for?
Absolutely nothing, apparently.
Right, Connor? Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Brandon would have liked that.
That was good.
Let's clip that up and send it to Brandon. Cheer him up. He's got the sunburn asshole.
Mm.
Poor Brandon.
At least Filipowski's here in his seat.
Yeah.
Are there any new details on that? That
I don't
story
think so.
kind of just disappeared.
I haven't seen any.
Is he even playing in Summer League? Does he?
I hate that Summer League starts before Vegas starts. I hate that there are other Summer Leagues than Vegas Summer League. It's stupid that they're already playing, because Vegas is the only Summer League I acknowledge, and that hasn't started yet. I think that starts this week. But yeah, the clips that come out of it's Sacramento. Is it just Sacramento?
Yeah, I think it's just California teams maybe. I
thought they used to do.
Wasn't it Orlando was one or something?
Yeah, I thought they used to do an Orlando one, but I can't. Vegas is the only one that I've ever acknowledged or cared about. And And the good thing about this year's summer league, I think since all the guys suck, everybody in the draft sucks. Hopefully they all play. Hopefully like last year, Wemby, did he even play? He played one game. He played one half of one game. Zion, when he went, I was at the game. He played the Knicks. He stole the ball from Kevin Knox. He just like sunned it. Kevin Knox had the basketball. Zion just went up and ripped it out of his hand.
Yeah.
Took one dribble, dunked, and then caused an earthquake. Caused a literal earthquake. There was like an hour later, there was an earthquake in Vegas, and then Zion didn't play the rest of summer league. And what I'm saying is that there's become a trend where they start the load management of summer league with like the top prospects, and I think all these guys suck ass that were drafted this year, so maybe they're all going to play. Maybe like Researcher, like he's not good enough to just put on the shelf, right? You got to see what you got out of that guy. So we're gonna see him hopefully. I don't know.
Well, everybody sucks except for Bronny James, according to ESPN, because
you see that,
he's going off.
Did you see that
so
poll
far.
up he had?
He's going off so far.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Do you think it's nepotism that Bronny Sr. got a max contract right after Bronny got drafted? That they just wanted to appease Bronny, and so they gave his dad a max contract?
Possibly.
I thought that was pretty suspicious. They extended Bronny Sr.
$8 million for a second-round pick is crazy. 4-year, $8 million deal.
Yeah. You're not allowed to criticize him, though. You're not allowed to say that.
I mean, that he's great in dribble handoff action. We saw him score that one layup.
Dribble handoff.
NBA free agency going on. Is Paul George already on bum watch? Are we starting it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
I mean, like we all know where this is going, right? Like we all know that in May and June, you think you'll get to June? It'll be May. In May, you're going to be sitting in that seat right there, and you're gonna be like, Paul George is a fucking bum. Get this guy out of my.
So, and I've caught in a lot of flack for this, and I didn't even really share that much of my opinion online. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. We got Paul George. He is a massive upgrade from Tobias Harris, and I am so glad that Tobias Harris finally, with that god-awful contract, is out of here. But this is another guy similar to James Harden, who's an established veteran, star player, but he's out of his prime, and he's never had a rich history of success in the playoffs, and I don't know how it's going to go. There are a lot of people who are gung-ho about it, a lot of people at this company who are like, dude, you got to be way more optimistic than you are. I don't know. The combination of Embiid, who has never been able to rise to the occasion in the playoffs, and then Paul George, who has never been able to rise to the occasion. I don't know. And I also, everybody's like, oh, I think it'll be fine the way he plays. Like, he'll gel with Maxey. If for whatever reason Maxey takes a step back this year, or he's a little bit more deferring to Paul George, I'm going to be furious, because what we saw with Maxey in the postseason is that he should be the guy moving forward.
Yeah.
And if his development is tinkered with because Paul George comes, I don't know. I like all the other acquisitions we made. Paul George, I'm not as like, fuck yeah, we got Paul George, you know? But
what you're not factoring in is that the bully has been awakened in Paul George. You saw this? That he said,
was his podcast P?
Yeah. He said that the bully is he's seen all the chatter, and you guys are gonna fuck around and wake up the bully. You're instigating the bully.
Like I was more excited about us getting Martin from Miami than I was for us getting Paul George.
Yeah.
But I like the pieces that we've gotten, and I looked at the roster. It was crazy. I don't think there's, because 2020, 2021 was when we were the number one seed in the East, and that was when we still had Simmons, and then it ended with the Hawks series where Simmons just had the biggest mental collapse I've ever seen. But since that year, it's only been 3 years, I don't think we have a single player still on the roster aside from Embiid and Maxey. And Maxey at that point wasn't even like a star. So we've done this complete overhaul multiple times where we've tried and reinvent the team. I like this iteration here, but again, I don't.
It does feel like
George.
It feels like you're in a weird no man's land where like you're definitely, at least in my opinion, on paper, you're definitely better. You're definitely in a better position to make a conference finals. You're definitely
to compete with the Celtics.
Yeah, to compete. But I don't look at the Sixers and say that's a team that's going to win an NBA championship.
No.
So it's like, if your goal is to be better and go a little bit further, then I think Paul George is going to help with that. If your goal is like, we want to bring a championship to Philly, I don't necessarily think you should be that excited, because I don't think that's going to happen. But I like Paul George though as a player. Like I think he was I think the thing about Paul George that's so frustrating is like when he's good, it just makes you go crazy that he can't be this all the time, you know. But he's a guy that if you just watch, I guess that's how highlights work. And I say this about a lot of guys. I might be stupid. If you just watch his highlights, you're like, is Paul George one of the all-time greats? Because he's like an incredible defender. He can be a great ISO scorer when he's rolling, but then like he just disappears at times and may not have that dog in him. But like if the bully has been awakened, maybe the dog's in him now.
Does bully trump dog?
Yeah. I think bully's bigger than dog. I think bullies are bigger than having a dog in you. Yeah, like being a bully for sure. I think a bully would give a dog a wedgie. You just like a dog would come to attack a bully and you just like give him a swirly and a wedgie and stuff him in a locker. I think that's the pecking order there. So Eric Gordon too.
Yeah, he's another guy. Some people are like, he's old. Who cares? But is he on the? Oh yeah, he is on the poster.
My guy. Why don't you? What if the Sixers just got all of these five?
That'd be
what
fine.
If you just got Mike, Greg, Eric, and me, and we could win you a lot of A's. I taught Joel Embiid how to shoot a basketball. We've talked about that.
That's very true. Oh yeah, we could also talk about Embiid and Team USA and everything. But I think it was very funny how we go from drafting a TikToker who does the same fucking dance.
He hasn't played a game. He hasn't played a game.
We're a week away from the draft.
Listen,
or 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
Once he gets on the floor, I'll like him a lot better. But now, when he's just doing the don't, I can't stand him. But
What's
anyway,
the dance? I don't follow. I don't have TikTok. I don't really follow Jared McCain.
what is this?
Can you what's the dance that he does?
It's the Charlie XCX one where you go like this or whatever.
He does like
let me see it.
Ooh, I'll try and do it. But anyway, it's funny how we got him, and then like immediately after we got a scrappy guy like Eric Gordon, who totally like yin and yang balances each other out. Yeah, this one. He's done it 7 times since he was drafted.
It's his song, dude.
Woo! Oh my God.
I will say the Sixers, they might be number 1 on my meme team board.
That's what I don't like.
My meme team power rankings, they might be number 1.
That's what I don't like.
It used to be like when like the Lakers had like JaVale McGee, Nick Young, and everybody. Like this is the meme team.
Like I'm just against any rookie, and I'm sure he's a very nice guy, and I like how he's comfortable in his own skin. I just don't like any rookie putting a target on their back. Like Johnny Manziel did this. Everybody, when Johnny Manziel got into the league, was just targeting Johnny Manziel. Like this is such an easy target for people to make fun of.
But who cares?
Because the memes are going to be crazy. Like we lose a game if he plays bad, whatever the case is. Like we're just going to be made fun of nonstop.
Dude, the memes are going to be crazy.
The memes are going to be crazy.
No.
And he's doing this. He's doing the
Not
same
the memes.
dance.
Oh God, they're memeing us. Oh no.
Because we've been the most, not the most, but we've been a very laughable franchise for the past couple of years, and everybody makes fun of the whole process, and they make fun of how we always choke and Embiid and everything. Like it's easy to make fun of the Sixers right now.
You should make a selfie video asking the internet to not meme the Sixers this year. Just ask them nicely. Just say, please. Hi, I'm Connor Griffin. For most of my life, the Sixers have been a joke. We finally have a team that I think could, maybe not be a title favorite, but there's a world where maybe we're in the mix of being a contender. And I'm worried that you guys are going to meme us. Can you please not? Can you please? I'm begging you, not meme my beloved team.
Maybe I might have to. Again, I like the McCain pick, and I can't wait.
He's
to see what
good.
he does on the floor. Yeah, I know.
I think him and Max are going to be awesome.
And I thought it was great value where it was picked in the draft in the first round, but.
You just don't like his lifestyle.
No.
You think he's good. You know what? I'll say what you said to me right before the show, Connor. You like his skill. The TikTok and the lifestyle that doesn't bother you. You just wish he didn't do it. You just wasn't so in your face about it.
I wish he was playing.
I wish he did it somewhere else.
I wish he was playing basketball in a Sixers uniform and performing well before I saw all this stuff. That's
yeah.
Because right now we're just in this period where I'm not seeing him play basketball.
I will say people are bringing this point up about McCain, and I think it's a fair one. The guy played at Duke and was doing all this shit as well. So the idea that you think he's going to be playing on the road in like Memphis, and those fans are going to chant or yell at him shit that he hasn't heard before.
Oh yeah,
before. Like the target on his back. Yeah, sure. I get what you're saying, but I think he's. I think he's had a target on his back, and if he's successful or not, I don't think it's gonna have anything to do with whether he paints his fingernails.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna just be his talent. Yeah,
he's ready for it. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for the chirps. I'm not ready for all that type of stuff. So I have to prepare myself. But anyway,
all right.
Side note, I like what the Sixers have done in free agency, but yeah, we'll see what happens with Paul George.
Klay Thompson off the Warriors. That happened while we were
Mm-hmm.
away, which we kind of knew was going to happen. He went 0 for 10 in his last game with the Warriors.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's tough. That doesn't really make. What's the story? Is the Warriors offered him way more money, and he didn't want to go back to the Warriors, but then pretended like he did want to go back to the Warriors.
Yeah.
I'm confused by how that all went down, but I think that's awesome for the Mavericks. I think I saw people making the comparison to Ray Allen going to the Heat. Like, this is Ray Allen on the Heat era Klay we're gonna get, and that checks out for me, I guess. And for a guy like the Mavericks, obviously they went to the finals. I don't think if you're a Mavs fan, you're expecting the Mavs to just go right back to the finals. I think that's a fallacy that people get carried away with. Like that. I mean, the Thunder are the great example of that. When the young Thunder core went to the finals, and you're like, oh my God, they're just gonna own the West now. All these young guys with KD and Westbrook and Harden, and then they never went back. But obviously the Mavs are really good, and the Mavs have two guys that want the ball in their hands at all times. And Klay Thompson does not need the ball in his hands at all. In fact, he's like kind of famous for just catching and shooting and scoring without dribbling. And I think that's gonna be really good for them. But yeah, I'm curious to see if the bully comes out of Klay. I'm curious to see is it just as Jersey Jerry would say, bully season.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to get?
Well, I think part of the problem.
Chris Paul to the Spurs, bully season.
Bully season.
We're gonna get bully Chris Paul.
Klay Thompson, I think I was seeing some reports that everybody thinks of Draymond being like the argumentative, aggressive guy in that locker room who had some skirmishes. There were some reports, I think, that indicated that Klay was also getting into some weird shit with people, and there was some tension, and that might have contributed to him taking less money to go to Dallas.
I do get the feeling that Klay has some passive-aggressive, petty bullshit to him, which I, for the most part, don't hate. And I could understand why. Like, in his mind, he's like it might explain why Scottie Pippen, a lot of people feel that way about him, that he's at these old MJ records are being reevaluated or whatever, and Scottie Pippen's like, yeah, it's bullshit. He took stats away from me, and everyone's like, shut the fuck up, Scottie. Why are you such a bitter bitch? I don't know. Maybe because like when you're a guy like Klay Thompson, Scottie Pippen, you're one of the great players in the history of the game, and all anyone talks about is how you're a sidekick. Maybe it like wears on you a little bit.
Is it fair to say that he's a top 5 shooter of all time?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Klay Thompson. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just not in the last game he played when he went 0 for 10.
0 for 10.
Elimination game. Yeah. Just not in that game.
Do five. Do five in no order.
Steph, Klay, Curry. Wait, I already said Curry.
Steph,
Klay,
Curry,
Steph,
Thompson.
Klay, Ray Allen. You're gonna, I maybe Reggie Miller, and then Larry Bird.
Yeah,
That would probably be my 5.
I mean, the real answer is like 5 guys that are currently in the league.
Yeah, exactly. Like
it's like it's not. It's my top 5 is Steph, Klay,
Damian Lillard,
Damian Lillard, some kid who's in 8th grade that I don't even know about yet, and Mantis. Yeah, and I think those are my top shooters.
Yeah. Well, Jack Mack also, he reposted something on Twitter yesterday. It might have been this morning where I forget which player it was. Was it Tylen or I can't remember. There was some recruit coming up. I don't really follow the high school basketball recruiting scene, but he was like, basketball players are just so much better these days. Like athletically, they just completely blow everybody out of the water from what they used to be. And this is a guy who's not even in the NBA, not even in college yet. Tyron Stokes.
Tyron Stokes, from only 16 years old, number 1 in the class.
But yeah, I mean, there's.
Okay.
It's just seeing like a 16-year-old doing this type of stuff.
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of 16-year-olds could have done that in the early 2000s. Not a lot, but Point stands. I think I think the top guys. For me, it's less about the top guys and it's more about the guy who's like 98th in the class.
Yeah, who could still shoot a jumper.
Who's like fucking nasty. Yeah, I think the top guys aren't really that much better year to year. Now, every so often there is a guy like a Wemby or something where you're like, yeah, okay, this guy's obviously different, but no, point stands. I point. You know what? Point stands.
Just
I disagree, but the point stands.
The evolution of the game.
Yeah, you're right.
Changed so much, and now we have these freak athletes, and we have players who are shooting from 35, 40 feet deep.
Yeah,
and so when you include an old guy like a Larry Bird or a Reggie on there, obviously yes, you should include them in the conversation. But these days, everybody's shooting. It's just a completely different game.
Dude, our U17 team, I think was it them? I think it's the U17. Beat the absolute piss out of Italy for the gold medal. I got fired up about that. We have our young basketball team is so I'm worried. I've said this on this show and on my own show. I've been sounding the alarm about how the rest of the world is going to eventually catch up to us in basketball. I don't think it's close right now, but it's coming. But boy, this made me really excited that our 17-year-olds just beat the fuck out of everybody, and they're absolutely loaded. 17-year-old, yeah. Which part of my point is that most people will see this and they'll shrug their shoulders and be like, yeah, no shit, we're America, we should do this every single time. And I think that's going to become less common. Is like suddenly we're going to be in tight ones against like the Frances of the world. You're going to look up and like our under 21 team or whatever is losing to France or some shit. But boy, that gave me a lot to be excited about. Especially this recruiting class in college basketball is absolutely loaded, and I'm fired up about that. Cooper Flagg playing on the select team, in Vegas against the what do you call them? Just do we have a name for the
team?
The men's the United States. I saw like the Twitter hashtag is like USA BMNT. Oh, blech. Stinky. Stinky hashtag. Yeah, it's not the national team because I think the soccer team has somehow claimed that, which makes no sense because the soccer team sucks and more people care about the basketball team than the soccer team, but like that seems to be how the formality works. So when you talk about the United States national team, the default is soccer for some reason. What do you call them? You can't call them the dream team. That's one particular team. That's the 92 team.
There's nothing to redeem.
We tried to do the dream team in 96. I remember people still referencing the 96 team as the dream, as like that became like a thing where it was like we're trying to just call. But then that died out real quick. Where it was like, no, there's only one dream team. It was 92. And we had the redeem team, like you said.
There were some people, I think, in 2012 who were trying to say that team was better than the dream team, and therefore they should be called the dream team, I think, if I remember correctly. But I don't know. This team, yeah, we don't have a name for them. It's an interesting crew. It's a very eclectic crew that we have this year.
Did you see the I know you did because I sent you guys the video of them all dapping each other up.
Yeah.
I watched this thing 400 times. I don't know what's so mesmerizing about it. This is my ASMR.
Oh.
I watched this and this was I still don't fully understand what ASMR is, but
I watched a shit ton of it this week.
I bet you did. But the way you describe it, this was this video of everybody walking in and just dapping up everybody. Everybody dapped up everybody. It feels like the video, the full length video was probably 4 hours long. Yeah. That they were all. TJ, play this for the people.
There we go.
It's incredible. Back. Hugs, dap. Yep. How's the family? Yo, what's up? Good to see you. Just one after another. It's crazy.
Goes on for 2 minutes.
I want to have a good summer. There's no way I can have a good summer with this guy.
Oh, man. Oh,
this guy.
Shit. This fucking guy.
This guy.
Look at this guy.
He's gay.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh,
Uh,
left hanging there for a second. Am I insane for finding this captivating?
No, it's
Like not even.
Is anybody else?
You can't even like understand what anybody's saying.
I'm glued to the screen.
Devin Booker came straight from the white party.
Yeah.
yeah, actually.
He did, yeah.
So
It's
did-
crazy.
Wait, did him and Halliburton?
Like, I think this was on the agenda. I think they had a team meeting, and they're like, we're going to, from 1 to 1:30, we'll dap each other up. 1:30, we'll start the team meeting. It's awesome. It was great. We should start every show like that. We should all just dap each other up and give each other a hug. I like the hands, too. Like, you put a hand on a guy's shoulder, and you're like, how you been, man?
Yeah.
I thought LeBron was going to hit him with a noogie.
I'm sniffing Kizzy on, by the way. So they have one practice. I guess they probably had more than one practice now. But they have one practice, and Steve Kerr, there's a quote out there where Steve Kerr was like, "Whew, folks, this LeBron James guy, he's going hard. He's giving it his all. He's putting forth a lot of effort." I had to turn to Eric Spoelstra, and I was like, "You seeing this?" And I turned to Ty Lue, and I was like, "You seeing this?" And they both go, "Yeah, man, that's just who LeBron James is." And that's seriously, did you guys see that this was like a quote that like Steve Kerr was like, LeBron James is going hard in practice?
Yeah.
I'm sniffing Kizzy on this, that like Steve Kerr had no idea what LeBron James like practice habits were until one practice with the United States basketball team. And then he had to like consult Eric Spoelstra and Tyronn Lue, and he's like, "Is this how he is? He is like this at all times." Like at no point had Steve Kerr ever heard about LeBron James' intensity in practice before this. Also, the LeBron haters are saying this. I'm certainly not. I'm not a LeBron hater. But the LeBron haters are saying that LeBron is putting this out there and trying to get the conversation started that he's treating these practices like it's Game 7 of the finals because he's on some Kobe shit, and this is his last Olympics, and he's trying to be a hardo in the practices. Your thoughts as a LeBron guy, Connor?
Yes, huge LeBron guy. I definitely think I'm seeing the videos come out too, or people are stirring this up like, "Oh, LeBron's locked in," blah 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 blah. There definitely is a narrative where this is kind of like a farewell tour for him in some respect, and he's back this year. Yes, even though I am a big LeBron guy, I do have to concede this is a bit of a PR stunt. This is LeBron trying to do his normal, like, I'm gonna make this about me. Like, it is. I do concede that LeBron does tend to do that, and I think this is another example right here.
I think he should do one more Olympics and make that his. I like Brandon's idea. Brandon floated this when we first started the show. Is it 200 episodes? Is this episode 200?
Yes.
When we started the show, I remember Brandon said that this Olympics, he threw a Hail Mary, and he's like, what if that's how LeBron retires? Is he wins the gold medal? And obviously now he's not going to with Bronny joining the Lakers, but I kind of became obsessed with that, of like LeBron, but he's going to do the farewell tour. That's the problem. Because for that to pop, LeBron would retire after the Olympics and then never, like, it would be, he would drop the bombshell after winning the gold medal, and he's not going to do that. He's going to absolutely do like a 2-year farewell tour. But my fantasy booking for LeBron's retirement is he comes back one more Olympics. He does like the Magic and Bird on the Dream Team thing, where he's an absolute legend. He's still got some gas in the tank, but he's also, kind of hanging it up.
Yeah. Letting the young bucks take the reins.
Yeah. And I think he might be thinking he's going to do that now, but I don't know, because he's still got another kid that he's going to try to get to the NBA.
That's true.
So I don't think he's retiring in the next couple of years.
I cannot wait to see him and Anthony Edwards on the same floor, being on the same team, and I hope that works out, where they're like feeding each other, and he's queuing him up for, I don't know. I can't wait for that.
Starting lineup. Did we get a starting lineup for the select? The game against the select the college team.
Ooh, I
Did you
don't
see
know.
a starting lineup?
Was that the official select team, or was that just a early select team? There's multiple select teams, right?
I don't know. There's no way.
Also, listen, there's a former top high school prospect who just won in the draft, very highly touted, who did not get an invite to the select team. Bronny James just not on the.
Oh yeah, good point.
What's up with that? I thought he was
Good point.
one of the best players in the country.
Good point. That's a great point. Is being on the select team an honor? Because it sort of feels like you're just thrown to the wolves to get your ass kicked in practice every day, and you don't actually get to win anything. Like if you're Cooper Flagg, wouldn't you have rather been? I guess not, because he's on the select team. But I feel like I would have rather have gone to the U17 deal. Maybe he wasn't eligible for that, but I feel like I would rather win like the gold medal somewhere than like, dude, prestigious honor for you, Cooper. You're going to go get your ass kicked every day, and I guess Cooper's like probably like, yeah, this can be awesome. I get to play against NBA legends and sharpen my game. But it's just weird. It's weird that like the second best team is like not competing. We need to be able to send more than one team to the Olympics is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like we like our second group, the guys that get put on the select team and they're told like this is an honor, like what they get for it is just like being practice dummies against the real team and you get your ass kicked. And that just feels like a weird Cooper Flagg, Langston Galloway.
Langston Galloway being on there is kind of awesome.
Nigel Hayes, Trace Jackson Davis, Jaime Jaquez, Brandon Miller. Yeah, these guys are awesome. Like we got to be able to put these guys somewhere, right? Like why can't we take this team? Because they're not really competing for anything. They just play against the real team. They're just practice players, I guess.
By the way, on the topic of USA, I brought something to the office that I would like to go grab that we could all indulge in.
Go grab it. I'm going to talk about Roback while you go grab it. You all know how much we love Roback. You also know how much we love sports. It may be hard to believe, but we actually love Roback more than sports. It's true. That's an absolute fact. Roback released swim trunks, and we live in them. I even play basketball in them. I will occasionally, when I do my one weightlifting session every 7 weeks, I think I'm up to. I lift weights one time every 7 weeks. I will wear my Roback for those. The built-in boxer brief liner is incredible, and the designs are perfect. Second, the Roback Everyday Shorts, those are the ones I lift in, are unmatched. There are no shorts on the market quite like them. You can wear a polo untucked with them for a clean look, or put on a tee and go play pickleball, enjoy a long walk, or wear them around the city on a hot summer day. They have an elastic waistband and a really nice stretch fabric to make them super comfortable while keeping a clean look. Finally, Roback polos are the only polos we wear. The collar is crisp. The fabric is moisture wicking for these hot summer days. And the designs are incredible. The only reason we wear polos is because of Roback. Use code SPORTS on Roback.com for a generous 20% off for all new customers through the end of the week. That's RHOBACK.com. 20% off all polo shorts and swim trunks with code SPORTS. While Connor's away, we all saw Embiid against the select team.
Yeah.
Foul baiting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I mean, I'm sick of this guy.
What the fuck?
Medal chasing.
Pump fake leans in.
Gold medal chasing is absolutely insane behavior, and then to show up and play disgraceful basketball like that is an absolute joke.
Yeah.
That team is the memes are going to hurt him so.
There's so many memes. He's gonna get memed to death.
Yeah. Downfall memes after your team loses is like a new experience as a sports fan that you have to endure. Like that's a new thing post COVID.
I would love for Connor to miss a day of work because he got memed so hard. He's out for a couple days because he's on the IRR because the memes were too strong.
I brought us some firecracker popsicles.
Oh, nice.
Because it was 4th of July week, and it's 200th episode, and we're just talking about USA, so that we can indulge in some popsicles. Also, 1 second.
He's Butters. He's Butters.
Oh, hey guys.
Lou, I got some popsicles. Lou.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Anyway.
Episode number 002.
Yeah, what are you doing, guys?
Wow.
I was lining up here.
Anyway, I got balloons.
This is great.
This is really good.
This is fantastic, Connor.
Look at the Blutman, you have to go stand next to the other zero.
Yeah, I mean, now it's 020. How long are we standing like that?
Just for a second. There we go. Evo.
Hooray! That's so
All right.
exciting.
There we go. You guys can leave. You can drop the balloons.
No, they most certainly cannot, right?
Yeah, we
They have to go stand behind Brandon's desk and
stand over where Brandon. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Oh no, maybe I did.
They're figuring out what order to go in.
No. This one.
Episode number 020.
These guys don't know numbers.
Unbelievable.
Oh, nice.
There we did it. We did it. Episode 200. And this is, in fact, a record. This is no Barstool show has ever gotten to episode 200. Am I understanding that correctly?
Not
we-
one
we have
mostly
set-
about sports, at least.
We have set a record for the longest running Barstool sports show of all time. 200 episodes. Who would have thought? I remember when we started, the haters said, you will not be sucking on firecracker popsicles by episode 200. And here we are.
You know what I have to say? Fuck the haters. Let's have some popsicles.
Let's have some.
Are the haters on bum watch?
What is, by the way, Ebo, you said that I have to give a take on taunting.
Yeah.
You said that we missed it.
So
and I was supposed to do
There
this
was
before break.
a taunting penalty in the NFL playoffs at some point.
Okay.
And you said, I don't know, ask me in July. So I had set a reminder for July
Oh, shit.
1st
Okay.
for you to give your take on taunting.
Okay, because
I don't remember the exact origin of it, but
I think I was in two minds. One was that taunting's badass and cool, and when you make a big play and you taunt, it actually looks pretty sweet. But then my other thought was, what about the kids? And we can't be setting bad examples for the children out there. I don't know.
you want me to set a reminder for another date?
My take on taunting is it's cool if my team is the one that made the big play. But if someone made a big play on my team and they taunt, they should absolutely be penalized. Dude, what?
I don't know what happened to these. I really don't know. I just got them this morning, and then I put them right in the freezer
That's a
when I got
weak
here.
effort.
Yeah, not ideal.
That's Blubman, right? Am I right?
Try a bite of mine, Lutman. Tell me what you think.
Boy.
Lubman can get down to the blue.
What do you say?
He said you could get down to the blue.
Yeah, can you get the blue in your mouth?
I did because did we say it on the show or did we say it in passing? I think Ebo, you were like, everybody, you have to send in a picture of you eating a popsicle.
Yeah.
You said that? Okay, yeah. I was legitimately looking for a popsicle the entire break, and I missed. I missed the.
What does that mean?
I was looking
What do you mean you were looking for a popsicle the entire break?
Legitimately.
because I didn't want to just go to the store and buy one, so I was like looking for ice cream truck men or like little pop-up shops down the Jersey Shore, and I couldn't find one. So I figured.
You're going neighborhood to neighborhood asking, has anyone seen the ice cream truck?
Well, no, I heard the ice cream truck.
Connor Griffin looking for an ice cream truck.
I heard the ice cream truck and I missed it. I was pissed, but anyway, we got popsicles.
Oh no! Oh, big bite! Bite. Do these have jokes on them?
Yeah. What are the smartest animals?
A beluga whale.
Dog.
A little bit. I'm gonna get brain freeze. 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 Oh.
Am I making up the memory of sour dot ice cream? That thing came in like a Yoplait type container.
Sour dot.
They were like little dots. They were like
Shots.
Is that what shots?
Shots was a thing. I liked Great Whites.
Mm-hmm.
They were shark themed.
Oh, those were cool, TJ.
Thanks, Blutman.
My joke is the worst.
I'm gonna say it now that the 4th is passed, and I'm not a buzzkill for the holiday. Firecracker popsicles suck.
My
They
fingers
kinda
are
suck.
getting sticky.
What'd you say the smartest animals? We're-
Beluga whale.
You fucking idiot, Blutman. They're fish because they stay in schools.
Nice. I get it.
I have why did the banana split? Because it saw the milkshake. Dumbass joke.
I don't know. Yeah, what is that?
Get another joke. Eat another
Yeah, I'll eat
another
another one. I'll,
joke,
eat
yeah.
I'll have the whole
I need
box.
to hear all these jokes.
I'll have the whole box.
Ebo, what do you got?
I'm still working on mine.
Well, you could read the joke on
I-
the. Read the joke, and
Sticky.
then we'll get the answer in a second. Give us time to think about it.
Are you guys doing legitimate work?
What
right now,
did
by the way?
what did the hot dog name their kid?
Wait, what was it, Ebo?
What did the hot dog name their kid?
Oh,
Hot
don't.
dog.
Little wiener, little weenie, Hot Dog Junior's a good guess.
Yeah, Lil Weenie was a good guess too.
You're reading it right. You see it right there. What
Yeah.
is
Do
it?
you want?
Yeah,
I
go-
thought we were
yeah.
still doing guesses. Frankie.
Nah.
Terrible. Both ours were better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and eat this in 2 bites, and I'll get.
Try and eat it. Take it down in one.
Just take down a one.
Do 2 in 1 bite.
Then do a TikTok dance.
I'm 2 days into college.
Sketch challenge.
Blumman, your first
No.
your first NASCAR race. How was it?
Rainy.
Yep, I'm sure it was.
It delayed a lot. I liked it. I had fun. Didn't really get to see the cars all too often. The crashes were interesting. Had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The NASCAR Chicago street race might be snake bitten. I hope they come back. I hope they come back next year.
It
We're
was
so excited for it.
Yeah, it was very odd. A lot of us rooting for SVG to win, and his family's in our suite, and then he crashed. That
Yeah.
was weird.
But he didn't crash. He got crashed.
Nope. Bowman went right into him.
Yep.
Guess who won the
And
race?
then no one ever heard from him again, right? No, Bowman didn't go. It was Briscoe.
Briscoe
I thought it was
bumped
Chase
into him. Spider was blaming Bowman for everything, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got a little bit of rivalry.
Oh, Spider has a rivalry with Bowman?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun day, but it was very, very wet.
How many
I take
delays were there?
responsibility. I called my dad on the way over, and I was like, Dad, you're never going to believe what I'm doing. We get to sit at a suite at the start-finish line of this NASCAR race. And he's like, oh, my God, I'm so jealous. I was like, yeah, sucks to be you. Bet you wish you were me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, but how's the weather looking? Because last year I got rained out, and I was like, that's the thing, Dad. No rain at all. It's beautiful. Because it was,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
As we were going to the track, I was like, it's beautiful. Barely any clouds in the sky. Perfect Chicago day. And then as soon as they started the race, really right before, like, as soon as they started the engines, really, it
Mhm.
started pouring.
It was comical timing almost.
Yeah.
And a guy like me,
Almost. I didn't laugh. Did you laugh?
I-
You were laughing?
I
Yeah.
chuckled a bit.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, but a guy like me, weatherman, weatherwoman, terrible job. Why is that a thing? Forecasts are never correct. It will always say there's rain coming. The rain will never come. It always says it won't rain. It's going to be a sunny day. The rain comes a thundering. Like, come on. That wasn't the best use of the rain comes a humming. I don't know.
The rain
But
comes a humming.
The rain's there when it says there won't be rain. It said there would be no rain. You checked the
I
forecast.
did, yeah. I thought it was
rain.
going to rain, and then it rained basically the entire race. Hit us with the joke, Connor.
What do you call a crocodile that likes to bowl?
Like crocky.
No.
A bowler? Is this like what do you call a female doctor type?
Oh,
What'd you say, Jacob?
That was good. Say it into the mic.
Strikey.
That was pretty good. It's not the answer, but I like I like that answer. You ready?
No.
It's an alligator.
Oh shit! But an alligator and a crocodile are
Yeah.
different.
All
I'm gonna
right.
have another popsicle.
An alligator and a crocodile are not the same animals.
We're gonna have another popsicle.
Get one more popsicle.
You're gonna eat popsicles till we find a good joke.
or until you throw up and then we'll laugh.
Yeah, probably.
What's yours, TJ?
What is black and white and blue all over?
A tree.
A sick cow.
An orgasming newspaper that just blew all over. A sneezing newspaper.
Yeah.
It's a sneezing newspaper?
No, a zebra at the North Pole.
Oh, boo. All right, this is
Why is it
my last
blue?
It's cold.
Had its heart broken.
Oh my god.
Is it a zebra at the North Pole?
I got a repeat joke.
You gotta do one more. You gotta do one more.
I got why did the banana split again? Come on.
Oh shit, dude, we gotta
Get
get one
to
more.
get to the other side. Get to the other side.
I never even had breakfast this morning. This is my-
You didn't have a bowl of cereal?
No, I did not have a bowl of
Why
cereal.
don't we get you a bowl of cereal?
No.
Yeah, why don't we get Connor?
We're not doing
Why don't we do some
Popsicle mukbang is crazy.
Cocoa Puffs?
not doing that.
Connor, try the Cocoa Puffs while you're eating the popsicles. And the fruit. Actually, let's do all three cereals at once. Let's do.
Cody, get the milk. That milk's definitely still good, right?
Let's do
This
all
is
three
my-
we have left.
My fingers are so sticky.
He's
Oh,
red
that
and white
sounded
and
really-
blue
that
all
sounded really
over. What's red and white and blue all over? Connor with his shirt off in Atlantic City.
Are you enjoying the popsicle?
No,
Oh man.
not at this point. Like I got a joke.
I was wrong about Joey Chestnut, by the way. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
My bad.
I forgot that happened. Did you watch? Did anybody watch?
Yeah. Pat Bertoletti, Chicago's own,
Really?
bringing the mustard belt back to the city, which is cool, I guess, but kind of a fraud title.
Yeah, people.
But
are
also
calling it
kind of
Mickey
not a
Mouse
fraud title because he beat Joey Chestnut's charity score.
That is true, but
He had 58. Joey Chestnut had 57 the same day.
No, I don't think it's a fraud title. Joey Chestnut. That's not how any other sport works. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Like when LeBron retires, you can't like say that the next champion doesn't count because like LeBron
Wasn't there.
wasn't there and he still had some gas in the tank. And what if LeBron was out there? You know.
I will retire from sniffing Kizzy publicly, though. I think that.
No.
I think my reputation with that is gone. I was so confident in that, but
You haven't
Sorry.
sniffed an accurate kizzy in a while.
I failed you guys.
Yeah. Damn. All right, Connor, go.
I think this one's the best. What do you call a canine that lives at the beach?
A hot dog.
Fuck.
Yeah. We got to do another one. That was. I mean that one was. That was. I saw that coming a mile away. That one was easy.
This is about to be
Yeah,
the
one
worst
more.
headache ever, right? How many? This is Popsicle 5?
Yeah, this is Cinco.
want
Yeah.
You have to finish the box.
No.
popsicle?
Oh, Joey Chestnut did it in 5 minutes instead of 10. Holy shit! Never mind.
Jacob, if you want popsicle, just
He did 57 in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Jacob hit me.
Holy fuck! All right.
You better catch this.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous.
Did you see Team USA trying to spin the basketball on their finger? Yeah. Can you spin the basketball? Can you spin a basketball on your finger, Blutman?
I could
Or
say I
Gino?
can, but
Jacob?
I can't.
So I can do a lot of things.
Do you find this surprising?
A lot of things.
This video of Steph Curry. Steph didn't even try, right?
He was like, yeah, he didn't want to try.
Steph was like,
Ugh, I don't like those jerseys.
No, the jerseys are awful.
Come on, Drew. You know me better than that.
You think all of
do you
your
find this
teammates
shocking,
for
Liam?
USAB can do it?
That the best basketball players in the world cannot do something that many a street performer can do? Liam.
Oh yeah, the two's in the way a little, but no, this video is kind of boring.
I thought it was good content.
I can't keep it
No.
going. I can start it, but I can't keep it going.
Can't do it.
You can't do the
slap. Well, that's good.
I think that's better. Yeah. 99th percentile.
That
right
was
there.
more.
Because I do it the wrong way. I spin it this way, but then to slap, you got to slap it the other way. So you have to like. And this is why I wasn't on the Globetrotters. Fuck.
Big T's really good at it.
This is why I got cut from the Globetrotters.
Big T's on the injury report.
Yeah. You want to try?
Can any of you guys do it?
Whoa!
It's a good pass.
Sick dish. Sick dish.
All right, Connor.
Teacher's the best at the company at spinning things, whether it's signs or basketballs. He spins everything.
Go ahead, Connor.
This is the worst one.
Don't even read it. Get another punch.
Dude, my stomach's is anyway. What's the best side of the house to put the porch on?
Repeat it.
What's the best side of the house to put the porch on? Yeah, the outside. Fucking A, dude.
Wait, what's the joke?
You got to do one more.
That didn't even
Yeah.
seem like a
hurting.
You got to
joke.
do one more.
I got brain
Yeah.
freeze.
But
Jacob,
stomach.
where are you at?
I'm almost there.
our audience needs to hear a good joke, and unfortunately, I'm looking around the room, and none of us have the ability to come up with one. So we're gonna have to just keep eating popsicles.
But Jacob has a chance here.
Into the microphone, please.
What bird has the worst manners?
Cause 789.
The mom was the firefighter.
What bird has the worst manners? Fucking. A cheetah.
A mockingbird.
Oh! I feel like cheetah's an answer to like every animal
Yeah.
joke too.
I'm not
But
looking
a
forward
cheetah's
to this
probably not a
popsicle.
bird. Is a cheetah a bird? It's not a bird.
Is a cheetah a bird?
Are you doing? Wait, you doing another one? How many
I
more in the
don't know.
box?
It's just 6.
How are your teeth feeling?
Not
Cool
good.
now?
Yeah, we gotta get you some mouthwash.
Try like sucking on it maybe a little
Yeah.
more. Than...
How would you do that?
This poor guy.
This is the last one.
He just said he didn't want to get memed, and now look at him.
Why
Now
would-
look at him. Now he's eating 6 popsicles with a party hat on. Getting a tummy ache and a brain freeze at the same time.
It's a repeat.
It's that bad, huh?
I got the fish one again. Why?
Oh,
Why are fish the smartest? Because they're in schools.
I mean, there's one more in there.
There's
You got
more
one
than
more in you? You got one more in you, Dana Beers?
Yeah, do the popsicle.
Do the popsicle.
What? Open it, and find. Okay, I'll allow you to open the rest of the popsicles. Find one that's not a repeat, and then you trust based on the setup of the joke. This is the last one. This is your last popsicle. I want you to read the sticks, read the joke before you start sucking on them. You guess which one's going to be the best joke. You eat that popsicle. You say the punchline, and we get out of here.
If there's no good joke tomorrow, he has to eat a bunch of Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, tomorrow we do the exact same thing with something else.
Cracker Jack.
All right.
Cracker Jill.
First one is not a repeat. I don't know what the punchline is, but it's not a repeat.
Okay.
You grab it
Here.
by the
Wait, my fingers are already.
You can slide it. You can slide it off the
Rip it
thing
by the
probably
sickle.
into
my
the
fingers
bag.
are already all popsicled up.
Okay. Now read the other one.
I couldn't fully read what that one was before I started sucking on it. I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
Go with this one.
All right.
Oh.
The pick is in.
Don't spoil it, Mark. You eliminate so much of it.
It's not a good joke. What do you feed a disappearing cat? Evaporated milk.
Oh no, not good. Not good at all. That's very, very bad. You have to do this again tomorrow, Connor.
Maybe with Snapple can.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. But we have to get a good joke on the show. Or maybe this is what happened. This is how Carl Ham was born. Is we were reading comics and we were like, these all suck. We could do our own. We just have popsicle joke writing day, where we give the people some good popsicle jokes because apparently they're just not any good ones out there.
You might have one more in him.
You got one more in you?
I'm trying to eat the opposite direction so I don't have to eat the whole fucking popsicle.
He's attacking it.
He's
Corn.
going, yeah,
he's
going to the
corn
Cubs.
pop, That's
Connor
never been done. That's like first count.
I can't eat a whole nother popsicle, but I want a good joke.
Eating it from the back.
What?
Read it.
What did the oreganos name their kid?
Graham.
Uh,
I don't know.
herbs.
Yeah, that was a joke. Herb.
Herb. All right.
Herb. There we go.
All right, that's the show. We're back. It felt great. Episode 200. Thank you to everybody that's watched. The handful of you that have watched all the episodes. It means a lot to us that you've been on this ride. I think the show's gotten better. I think we've had some peaks and valleys along the way, but here we are now eating popsicles with 3 guys standing over there with balloons.
Thank you guys.
So yeah, thank you to everybody that's been on this journey. We are back from vacation. It feels great to have the whole gang back together. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow.
That's how ball is done.
Comment for the algorithm.